Hello, I'm DerTebbers, and this is your simulator game review of Scania Truck Driving Simulator. When we think about driving a truck, we usually think of the long stretches of open road, or maybe a few back roads. Yet, for all the open road driving there is, still, there are moments where real skill with 18 wheels comes into play. This is Scania Truck Driving Simulator from SCS Software. Where Euro Truck Simulator 2 is all about the long haul, Scania Truck is all about the fine driving skills of tight deliveries. While this game has been out a while, it has only come to Steam recently, and despite my having done a playthrough, I've never truly reviewed the game, so now it's time to remedy that. To anyone that has played Euro Truck Simulator 2, the game looks and plays the same. The trucks feel solid, the controls are precise, or at least as precise as your controller setup really allows, and the vistas are well done. But if you hate pulling into the tight delivery locations in Euro Truck Simulator 2, you are going to loathe Scania Truck Driving Simulator. The game is a solid piece of software engineering, and I've had no crashes. Of the game anyway. I have crashed my truck a few times, and the frame rate has been superb despite being set to maximum graphics. With the resource hog of fraps, I have an average of 45 frames per second, and with the much lighter shadow play, I rarely dip below 60 frames per second. The core of this game is a series of challenges getting from point A to point B. Now in Euro Truck Simulator 2, this takes hours of driving. In Scania Truck Driving Simulator, it also can take hours of driving. The only difference is you've only gone a few miles, if that in some cases. It's the perfect storm of terribly parked cars, fallen logs, and stacked containers, and each mission challenges you to make it through without touching a single part of your truck or trailer against any obstacle. Now you can use the outside view if you like, but you will be punished by a reduced point score at the end. Points are what matters here. This game teaches you to use your mirrors, and also to know where your wheels and trailer are at all times, even when you can't see them. And while some of the challenges do seem a bit contrived, others seem like they might have been taken from an actual trucker's logbook. This isn't to say that all of the game is great. There are a couple minor issues with visibility and at least two missions that are a bit on the ridiculous side. First, the visibility issue. This is extremely annoying given the need for tight tolerances in the missions. There are plenty of times where the difference between a clean pass and a hit, it feels like millimeters. And in those times, I really need to see what I'm doing. While I can look out my window backwards, just like you can in Euro Truck Simulator 2, I'm unable to look out the window forwards. And this is a major oversight, especially when you're trying not to smash your front bumper against something, or even just ever so gently touch something with that front bumper. Now, I have found a trick of sort to compensate for this by basically looking straight down, but I feel like I should be able to hang out the window and look forward if I need to. Additionally, it would be nice to be able to adjust my mirrors. I need them to be perfectly positioned, and even if that means I need to stop the truck to adjust them, let me do that. It is frustrating to no end to hit a van you couldn't see because the mirrors are fixed in a position that hides the vehicle. Having reversed many a truck and trailer combo, I can say that I am constantly leaning out the window, standing on the pedal to see something, or adjusting a mirror. This would be a nice ability, if not a required ability, in a game like this. My second real problem is with the bridge missions. These two missions are the most annoying and least realistic of all of them. A rickety broken bridge and a multi-ton vehicle are a poor match, and why anyone would ever attempt to drive a truck over this kind of bridge is beyond me. Even in the wilds of the western US, we have some common sense, and in this case, someone would think to add some boards or maybe straighten some boards out. To have to weave across a collapsing bridge with a trailer and then back across it with a cab is just insane. The mission really falls flat to me and within the Dangerous Drives missions. It's probably the one that I despise the most and I feel could be removed from the game without hindering it at all. Once you've completed the Dangerous Drives and the Young Trucker competition, you can still have plenty of fun with Scania Truck. There's a reaction tests for braking, and then there's a city map with plenty of tight deliveries that have the added bonus of doing a pretty good job of simulating handling a large truck in a small city. Though, to be fair, given the road arrangement, this isn't like delivering into downtown Amsterdam, but rather into a slightly tighter version of a medium US city. Additionally, there are some Scania logos hidden throughout the map in some very tight positions that really test you to get in and hit the Scania logo for some extra points. To really test yourself, there is an online leaderboard for you to track your times in various challenges against others. Though, I will warn you now, those times will make you feel like a terrible driver, regardless of how well you think you did. Some of those people are just epic truckers. Scania Truck Driving Simulator is a solid game and an interesting concept. I like the challenge of handling the truck in the various situations, and if you play Euro Truck Simulator 2, then this will teach you much more about truck handling, which may help you to handle situations you encounter within Euro Truck Simulator 2 easier. It is also a nice break from the long hours of monotonous motorway in Euro Truck Simulator 2. However, one or two of these dangerous drives may have your palms sweating so badly that you're ready to run right back into Euro Truck Simulator 2. With the release on Steam, SCS Software patched in additional challenges for Scania Truck Driving Simulator. So, if you have the chance, grab the wheel of your Scania and try to get out of the shipyard without touching anything. I've been DerTebbers, and this was your simulator game review of Scania Truck Driving Simulator. Until next time, happy trucking.